This generation, despite wrong reports that it's an apathetic generation, is actually one of the most engaged and active generations that we've seen in decades. And our participation on election day led to the election of a historic president. That's just the beginning. Our political power doesn't end on election day. Powershift 2009 is bringing together 10,000 young people from all 50 states, from nearly every congressional district in the country, to Washington, D.C. We have all come to the consensus that we absolutely need action on climate change in 2009. We have already scheduled more than 300 meetings with members of the House of Representatives and U.S. senators. And as we speak, there is a battle going on Capitol Hill, and it's a battle over who can reserve the biggest conference room for the biggest delegation. And we have schedulers literally duking it out to brag about how many young people they have coming into their offices on Monday. And that's the way Congress should, that's the way Capitol Hill should look like. It's sometimes surreal to me right now that I'm having daily conversations with people that work in the White House. They want daily updates on how the recruitment is going for Powershift 2009. From the Office of Public Liaison to the Department of Energy to the EPA, they want to be at Powershift. As we speak, we wait in anticipation to hear if the president himself will be joining us. So regardless of whether or not President Obama is able to attend, it is wonderful to know that the administration is not only paying attention to us, but really values and supports the work that we're doing on this issue. Powershift 2009 is just the beginning. That we look at this summit as launching an unprecedented year of action from young people all across this country. I can tell you from 2007 that we shocked a lot of members of Congress. I think they expected, maybe one or two young people would walk in the door, they would be really unprepared and not knowledgeable. And instead what happened is hundreds of people showed up at these meetings. There's a highly strategic element and highly strategic narrative behind these young people. Within the solutions to climate change, within the solutions to our dirty energy system and our dirty energy economy, lie the opportunity to address some of the deepest inequities in this country, some of the worst social wrongs that this country has committed. No longer should we be writing energy policy that's written by the oil industry and the gas industry and the coal industry without the people that live in those communities where the coal has been mined, the uranium has been mined, the oil has been drilled for. This is a movement for social justice. This is a movement for social equity, for economic equality. That's what the movement for solutions to global climate change is all about. So who are these 10,000 young people that are coming to Washington, D.C.? One of the things that I personally am so proud of is that these 10,000 young people represent such a cross-section of people in America. They are the elite young people from Ivy League institutions, but they are also young people from tribal college campuses throughout the Midwest and throughout the Southwest. They are the leading young opinion writers from college newspapers, and they are the young people that have never been on the college track, that live in low-income communities where dirty energy facilities have been built for a generation. They are the sons and daughters of coal miners fighting for an energy future without coal. They are the sons and daughters of auto workers in the Midwest who desperately want an American auto industry that understands that a prosperous automotive industry means building the best, most efficient, greenest product on the planet. They are from Alaska and Hawaii and California and New York and all 50 states and another 20 countries around the world. They are Jewish and Muslim and evangelical, understanding that this is God's planet that we have to protect. And so it is impossible for anybody to come to Powershift 2009 to look at the crowd and say, I don't need to listen to those people, because those people happen to be a cross-section of America. The reason we want climate legislation passed in 2009 is because the science says we absolutely have to move, and we've delayed too long. But it's also because we have an opportunity to go to Copenhagen for the international climate negotiations and turn around 8 years of mistakes. And we see no measure short of passing climate legislation this year of letting the world know just how serious we are. When we were in Poland last year, a delegation of young people from the United States were in Poland, and we had the opportunity to engage in dialogue with our peers from all over the world. We left Poland promising all of them that we would do everything we could to bring our country back to the table. For this generation, we as young Americans almost feel apologetic to our peers around the world for the way that the United States has acted, both in this context around climate change and in others. And we take it very seriously when we make a commitment to our peers around the world that we will do everything humanly possible to push our government. Nothing short of unprecedented action from our grassroots and then unprecedented action from our federal government is necessary to make good on our promise to our friends around the world.
That took a lot longer than a minute. What are we going to do?
Deal with it.